नमस्ते सतेते जगत्कारणाय नमस्ते चिदे सर्वलोकाश्रयाय नमोदयेत तत्त्वाय मुक्तिप्रदाय नमो ब्रह्मणे व्यापने शाश्वताय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति Shanti. Yes. So today's question is asked by Emily. Have you ever felt something deep inside you that you couldn't explain, like a strange peace during a storm or a voice within when no one was around? Can you describe one moment from your life where you felt something bigger than yourself and how that moment changed the way you see the world today? Yes, this is the question with its own answer. Did I felt that stage? Of course, everybody feel it in one moment of another, every day, every time, but we ignore it because we are not aware about that inner sound. We just neglect it. Like the Emily asks, have you ever felt something deep inside you? Of course. But to feel this, we have to be inside us. We have to go inside. Going inside is not like making some surgery. We have to go inside through our own awareness. When comes this awareness? You can create this awareness just by concentrating on your breath, on your heart rate, on your thoughts. There are many ways. So once you are inside, by calming your own senses, then you are on one place where you start hearing that inner sound, the sound of silence. And then it start questioning you. It start answering you. It start talking to you. And then you don't have any explanation about it, why this is happening, how this is happening, because this is happening every time, every second inside you, and you are not aware about it. Yeah. Why we are not aware about it? Because our five senses create the illusion. That is the reality which I touch. That is the reality which I see. That is the reality which I smell. And that is the reality which I hear. So these five senses create that illusion of knowing, but they are limited. They have filters. Like any software, you can put like WhatsApp, they have filters. Like you go for Facebook, they have filters. Your Insta have filters. Similarly, your mind created some filters on you through these five senses because they are limited. We see the world as two dimensions. Can you believe? And we perceive it in our mind as three dimensions. The focusing of two eyes, then the focus go inside, become one. It creates that illusion of that we are seeing something 3D, but we are actually seeing it two-dimensional. There are some diseases of eyes where people see two-dimensional only. Like seeing like a horse. With the one eye, you see another part of the scene, and another eye, another part of the scene. So anyway, so this is the seeing. And then hearing. Listening and hearing, two separate things. So we want to hear what we like to hear. In my childhood, I used to, when I go to school, I learned that method. I was I was not a very good student. So then I said, why I'm not learning what the teacher says. There's some wisdom came in me. My inner voice said, just listen to the teacher. Because I'm listening other noises outside the classroom, inside the classroom, and any other reflection, deflection create awareness of another thing instead of listening to the teacher. So then I say, no, now onward, I will listen to my teacher only because I want it, because I want to learn. Because the teacher was good. He was learning so many things with his stories, with his talk. It was not a conventional teaching from him. He treats us like his grandchildren, because an old man, Mr. Ram Lal was his name. He was our English teacher, and he insisted to the system to teach to the newcomer kids instead of teaching to the big boys always. So anyway, so he was a very interesting person for me in my life till now, I can say. And he teaches us with the stories. He learned me one method. He said, you must be so much aware, even you have a dark in your room, and you want to take your English book, because he was an English teacher. So you want to take that book, you must know where it is. And without your eyes, you can find it. And then you can put a lamp, even there is no electricity. You can burn some candle and you can read it. That awareness, when you create, you will be the master of your English. So you can employ that in your life. So, anyway, that teacher, I like to listen, I like to hear him, and I like to observe him. So, then what happens? Maybe there is a lot of chaos around, but I just hear it. That was a great experience. So, this is the sense what we like. You see everything, you hear everything, you feel everything totally through your senses. That all information go to your mind through your brain, organ brain, I can say. And then mind decided where I have to give my awareness. Similarly, when you go deep inside, you calm down your senses and then you stay in the stillness. Then you start hearing and listening that what is the most important, your inner voice. Can you explain it? No, there is no explanation. Especially the science have no explanation. Talking to yourself, you can talk. Talking to yourself is very easy, but just you have to be aware about it. And the day you become aware, the day you learn that thing, you will learn how to go to this path slowly, rigidly, properly. I did one more experiment which I like to share with you. In India there's population. Lot of people everywhere, day and night. So I used to go to the railway station of India, and as you know or not, Emily, you are from Europe, so you don't know that if you want to visit the platforms of the railway station of India, then you must have some ticket, the platform ticket. So you are going to receive somebody to help somebody and all this thing. So I used to buy that platform ticket. As a student, it was quite a money for me, but I did it. And then I go to the platform number 15. I know there are some trains are coming and some not. So I used to sit on the bench there, and there is no train, so there is no rush. So a few people around, everything is calm and relaxed. And I concentrate on my breathe and I relax also and become to the stage of now. And in this now, suddenly the chaos starts. The train comes, do 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 do, there's announcements. Karnataka Express is coming, this and that, and people are running around. Wanderers are selling chaya, 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 coffee, coffee, coffee. Buy this, buy that. Hello, where are you? Oh, my friend. So there are thousands of people talking in just a few seconds of flip because train is there. That was the time for me to learn that silence in the chaos. When I go deep in that storm of chaos, and I calm down my senses, and I feel the inner peace. I try to hear the sound of silence. I try to communicate and I say, what is the real sound? The outside or the inside? I did many times this. The more I did, the more I learned. In starting, it was not easy, but with the time, I learned even there is a chaos of unlimited level, still I can talk to myself. I can hear myself. So, can you describe one moment from your life where you felt something bigger than yourself? This is your second part of your question. Yeah, I felt many times. I was a child, a mere child, a seeker, 7 year old, and something. I was thinking, who am I? For a child like that, it's not a natural question because in that period of your life you try to explore other things, but I exploring who am I? So I am Mukesh, I said myself. I live in Raikot. Raikot is in Punjab, and Punjab is in India, and India is on this earth, and this earth is in this universe, and this universe is another levels of many universes together. So, is there any value of me? I felt myself so small, so negligible. I experienced it. But suddenly, my inner voice told, maybe you are negligible, but if you are not here, Now, then there is some absence. If you are a part of total universe, and if you are not there now, not counted, then this universe is not complete. So that realization shocked me. Okay, I am negligible, nothing. But this negligible nothing counts to complete that universe, to complete the task of that universe. So everything, every atom, every electron, every quantum is important to create a complete universal totality. Do you believe? I do believe. I do believe even it is nothingness has a more important part than everything because everything comes from nothing. That negligible nothing came out all that universe. And that is what I was learning in my quest to Atheria without knowing. Many times I reach to the stage where I feel that is the ultimate truth, reality. The very next day I found it's just a journey. I have to go more deeper. Without knowing, I can say it was the path of Atheria, the endless journey. Sometime I reach to that Atheria. But then the idea come, okay, let's go explore around. Then I go back and come back. So your awareness create the infinite possibilities inside you. Even you are negligible. Even you are nothing in this whole universe. Because you are a part of the sea. You are a drop, a small drop. The totality. If you want to know the totality, you can test inside yourself, inside the lab, and you will find what is this made of. The whole universe is made of what you are made of. What you have inside your body, including you, yourself, all the elements, all five elements, and the sixth sense. Everything in total is in a universe. If you can learn yourself, if you realize yourself, then you understand what is total universal truth, the reality. We have to shudder our thoughts. We have to become, we have to aware, we have to be, we have to understand there is nothing, but everything is nothing. Because everything comes from nothing and go back to nothing. When I realized all this, it changed me. something happened, a big shift. But that big shift was too early for me. In my childhood, I was afraid. Really, I was afraid. I was afraid of that experience. But suddenly, the blast of the light came in my darkness. My inner darkness, I'm standing, there's a burst of light. I was afraid. I stopped doing this. But then I realized, why not? Let's check out again and again and again. And then till I tried, till I become used to it. That become natural part of my being. When it become part of my being, then I become alive. So awareness leads you to be being and to become a part of the light, the universe, the reality. And that was my biggest experience till now. I feel every moment of my life is the part of that universal truth that everything comes from nothing and goes back to nothing because everything is nothing. But this is nothing is everything. For today, that was enough.